Yeah. Niggas do the most when they ain't got shit. I was chillin' laid back in the crib, thinking back had all make sense. Kudos to the folks that stay out the way. All gold on the spose, see the gold from his lips. He was raised that way. Papa sister shit bumpin', I was born to race. Wrist whipping, nothing different, just a suit and a flip. Sin City, he was selling shit, it is what it is. Call bodies at the party, hey, fell in the grave. Rest up, eyes up while I skate. Kid push, like I'm moving with fate. Fuck a pig, know they ass got something to say. They can't pay, bro, mad at my face. Like this, shine at the bed on pigs. I ain't got time, gotta flip. Niggas pay for everything, yeah, but the crib, nigga, where your ass at? Nigga, chill, on the ground still. Sage like, not like that. Let the word speak, that's playing. Fist up, gold teeth, you don't know me blinded. Breathe from the mud, I don't owe a nigga nothing. From the sky, my nigga fall, you can't tell me nothing. Ball at. I was in the field, you was sending cars out. All up in my ear, what's on, you don't know about. I was in the crib, bread, only give me gas. Niggas all talk to the gas, they die. I ain't got a ball, why he bought the dog, yeah.
Peso, Seafood, we in our motherfucking bag. GKFA, Conquest or Rebellion. Let me tell you how I stepped out. I was stepping out fresh like, she had straight A's like Oakland, but this shit'll make her go dumb. Hey, I can't call it, you can call it what you want, but you can't call it broke, gotta fix then come. Hey, make these niggas bleed, they feel the glory in reverse, like a quest sample. I can't tell my story from a hearse, so I'm on their head. Running like Breezy said, running like you owe me, yeah. Run me my motherfucking bread, bitch, I gotta run it up. I can't be no runner up. If I gotta get it out the dirty like a Tonka truck. If I gotta run over you niggas like a monster truck. If I got a question, if you want it, you can't run with us. You know what's the problem? Had to disable my comments. Last flex, way too viral, yeah. Almost made them vomit in the booth. I ain't gon' lie, I feel like Elijah Muhammad. See you, lie to your people, nigga. I lie to your honor, yeah. Why they always flogging, yeah? Why they always fake? They be trying to camouflage as they nigga bathing naked. Yeah. I just bought the transformer. I can't feel my face. Still gon' have your bail money if I sit out on the place. Shitting on them, ain't on mama. I need potty train. They visibly pissed, see it in their body language. Baby, I'm a dog. Take me to the Petco, cash out. After that, we make the Chanel store. Tap out. I was at the studio, I was at the Red House. Y'all niggas was rapping about some shit that we don't care about. Y'all niggas gon' be on y'all informant shit, air it out. My niggas gon' be on that Chris Dorner shit, air it out. What?
The fuck do you want? Hate your ass niggas. GK family, get your fucked up.
We don't tolerate
shit. Just some kids on the playground spinning up the world in all of their tiny spaceship. Oh Lord, all my niggas will be weird porn. Smoke some weed, sip some drink, pop a board. GK family, just saw.
Power by
Yo,
what's up,
good
man?
with you, bro? What's good with you, bro?
What's going on, partner, man? Welcome to episode 39 of the Table Talk podcast.
39.
Oh, yeah,
39.
man. The boy Mark is going to be here in a minute, man. A little bit of traffic, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. You know, you can't control.
Yeah, just with all the craziness that's kind of going on with, we're supposed to get hella snow on Monday. So these stores is
supposed to get hella snow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not missing that shit, not one bit. I seen a report somewhere talking about 17 inches down.
Yeah, like 17, 18.
A foot and a half of snow.
Yeah, man.
That's insane, fam.
It's gonna be interesting, just to see what how this actually transpires, and
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of bittersweet, man. You know, we wanted one of them winters for so long, and then the year a nigga go is the year that
they kind of hit us with just math.
Picturesque.
Yeah,
man.
We kind of got all the years we missed out. They kind of, I guess, we just making up for all that now. Crazy thing is, like, all these kids, man, all these kids is like doing virtual school. Like, they still are they still got school. Half of them do, and then some are still getting school canceled. So it's kind of weird. But
yeah, man. I mean, out here it's kind of the same. Like there is school. Like I see school buses, but I see it's like a limited access kind of thing. Like they probably do it on a day and a half schedule. Like one group of kids, like 1 through 6 go to school probably Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah,
and then the upperclassmen they go to school probably Tuesday, Thursday. Some shit like that.
Right.
But I mean,
right.
they're at least somewhat up and running. But this COVID shit's still in effect, but out there with the snow and everything, it's like a triple down effect.
Yeah, man. Crazy. Like, mass crazy stuff's, going on in the world and, here. And it's just now this weather just kind of adding to it. So, we gonna see, man. But we got a few things we gonna touch on, man. It felt like we were just adding stuff to just what we were gonna speak about today. Which is good though, man. Crazy good. It's gonna be a good episode. We got a lot to talk about. A little thing from the NFL kind of came out. I want to say almost like last week, so we're gonna touch on that. Mark Cuban, he made a decision a few days ago that had some people upset, had some people, they were feeling it.
My guy, what's good with you, Marcus? Man.
Yo.
Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he here, man. He had a little traffic stop.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Man, y'all got too much Unanimous sauce on right now, bro. I need my package. I know y'all dealing with a lot, but I don't like how y'all matching, but y'all not matching.
What you mean, man? You got the big you got that big ass you in the background, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, him right there, him right here. You talk about him.
Yeah,
Howard,
yeah.
my boy. Yes, sir.
Got that big thing, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, we got a viral vid as well that we're gonna touch on. We're gonna talk about Gorilla Glue.
Man.
Crazy,
Oh my
crazy
man.
stuff.
Why would you? What? I got some comments for that one.
Yeah,
I
for
ain't seen the
sure,
video.
for sure. Oh yeah, it's nuts, man. Then you kind of brought up Bam Margera. We're gonna talk about him for a little second.
Yeah,
just
man,
what he kind of got going on, and I did a little bit more research to see on like what was what's the deal. So it's it's pretty interesting to see what what's what. Then we're gonna talk about Jay-Z, man. Big thing happened for him. They just dropped a huge record as well. That was super dope.
Crazy.
Super dope. Yeah, I think it might be record of the year. Verse of the year might be on that motherfucker, man. I'm telling people.
It's early, but boy, yeah.
Yeah. I seen something really big from Pokemon as well. Like we talking big time. Like especially with the times of COVID and everything that's going on, what they're about to do. Super dope. Marcus probably could touch on it a little bit more because I think this is pretty similar to what Travis Scott did with Fortnite.
Yeah, I was thinking the same type.
And that shit was crazy. Like that was pretty epic to me.
Right.
Then we got another movie announcement we gonna touch on. Man, like there's so much stuff on the docket today. Like
it's wild right
Gianna Carano, her getting let go from Lucasfilm, seen it coming, but is what it is. And then another movie announcement. Well, another like I don't even know how to put it. We knew the movie was coming out, but we finally got the role. Who's gonna play what? And then we'll kind of wrap it up with some Valentine's Day talk. You know what I mean? I know, we the fellas, and I want to see what y'all got planned or what ideas y'all got, especially in this.
I can't expose too much of the sauce.
Yeah, I understand. I understand, man. But especially with the pandemic going on, though, it's interesting. Even though they just lifted everything, like they just lifted all the curfews here.
Yes, sir.
People out. I
heard about that.
It's people hung over today, and they probably waking up, maybe watching the podcast now, like, damn, nigga, what day is it? Because
they looking at y'all like, nigga, y'all snowed in. Y'all need to stay eyes on home. Y'all can't go nowhere, no way. Sure, go ahead, because watch, that curfew finna slam right the fuck back. But nah, I actually don't think so, though, man. I really think it might be really going back to the sense of normalcy.
Yeah, I think we're on the trend down, back down, finally. Mm-hmm. So. Hey, man, with that being said, everybody, welcome to the Table Talk Podcast. This is episode 39, and let's formally do this now since I got my boy in here with me, but it's your boy, Walk.
Markiano.
Hey, boy, Tokin, man.
Oh, yeah, so let's get into it, man. Let's start with the first thing I had down, and it kind of full circle what I was just talking about with the downtrend, but the NFL they're pretty much offering Joe Biden, the president of the United States, all 30 NFL stadiums as mass COVID vaccination sites.
Super dope.
That's huge, man. That's big time. That's some big time stuff.
That's a lot of major markets being tackled in one swoop, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, they pretty much told him that they're trying to get in the efforts of expanding the availability of the vaccines, as well as expanding the availability of facilities that are giving these vaccines. So why not a better place than an NFL stadium?
Right.
They already have done voting polls. They've done voting polls in the past year, and you're right. Everything's over. So they've done voting polls in this past year.
Right.
They've also done testing at some of these facilities in the NFL, just for COVID testing.
Right.
So they're like, why not just hit them with the trifecta?
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, let's just go ahead and just vaccinate some people. I also heard about like Yankee Stadium doing the same thing. So we'll definitely see. What do you guys think about this though?
Okay, I do have Marcus. Did you have some on this? Because I have a conspiracy theory that's going to be a little in depth. So
there you go. Hey,
go crazy.
Well, I mean, I don't. I think it's great that they're offering the space. I think it's a large venue that can be utilized for mass consumption and really past the vaccination. Man, I'm just kind of curious to what else we could use some of these these facilities for. I know that Yankee Stadium, even the old Yankee Stadium for a long time was always multi-purpose when there was baseball, soccer, football, boxing. I mean, all kind of stuff happening there. So just interested to see what else we could do with like a Paul Brown here in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
But no, I don't have anything deep, man. I just think that it's good that we got some places to go and people to safely get taken care of.
It's kind of interesting. You kind of bring it up from that perspective, because I think about like some of these stadiums are like mega stadiums. They're $1 billion stadiums. So I think about like Cowboy Stadium. I think about Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Right. Superdome.
LRG. Or
Shit,
NRG.
man, over here.
You got the Death Star.
Stadium.
Yeah, you got the fucking
Stadium.
Death Star,
Right.
man, up there in Vegas. So I think about that. Like, man, some of these stadiums are fucking humongous. Like, they could do so much. And they have plenty of room that everybody could still be 6 feet apart. We can still follow the same guidelines that we've been following. So it's super interesting to see, just like you said, what else can we really do? And it's cool that, Roger Goodell's like, you can use these facilities however you want. Because guess what? They want to get back to full capacity as well.
Right.
I don't know if you guys realize, but the cap is going down next year for the NFL because of ticket sales.
Right.
Ticket sales determine the cap for the following year, each year.
Right.
So they want to get that shit back up.
Sure.
I guess they're willing to,
well, and
do anything they can.
They definitely want to get it back popping. And just to cap off our piece here, man, is I drive past Paul Brown quite a bit for work. And I can't tell you how many times I drive past her and it's just empty. Barren, nothing's going on. I mean, and it costs a lot of money to keep the lights on, the water running, all that good stuff. So just interesting to see them doing some other stuff.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay, so y'all don't feel a little doomsday about this, man? Like this is how it starts, nigga. Like
it's the I am
mass
legend
vaccination, nigga. This is how it goes. Like, look, I don't want y'all to think that I'm really one of those niggas that really go into conspiracy. But
yeah, you might want to get on Grid show, call in or something.
But
that's
nah,
what
nigga, I'm staying off of Reddit because I'm not going crazy with it. But no, but if you really want, like, if you step into that type of brain for a second, and you already a conspiracy theorist, they got the NFL. What's the sport that is probably the most all-encompassing, most bring everybody together sport there is? Like, football. I mean, you got soccer, of course, but everybody in America don't necessarily fuck with soccer all like that. You know what I'm saying? But when you talking about football, everybody feel like, okay, I trust, the blank organization or that organization. Okay, the NFL, that's so dope that they doing that. Boom, everybody come in, everybody ain't getting that same vaccination, dog. Somebody getting some of that one shit, you feel me? Select people gonna get that one shit. I'm just saying, food for thought.
I mean, it's understandable. Like, I get it. Everybody, this has been going around, man.
Hey, you know, and
it has.
I'll tell you what, though, but Drew brought it up, man. You talking about the NFL, 13 to $16 billion industry every year. Owners ran, right, versus like the NBA being a players and organization. They are about the dollar. They are about the dollar, right?
Roger Goodell is on that motherfucking spaceship with Elon Musk going to Mars saying, peace out, niggas. Just some shit about to happen, bro. We got to clear these niggas out.
And they're going to do whatever they can. They're going to do whatever they can to make sure they're in the spotlight. They're being seen. They're getting that revenue back up. That's all it might be, man.
But that's the thing. I think it's a win-win for the NFL. Yeah. Like, do you want people to back in your stadiums, or do you want a quarter of the people in your stadiums? You want it 100% full, or a 1/10%.
Absolutely. You want to euthanize the masses.
Yep. Because I look at it like this, potentially if we can get back to a normal next year, there will be record-setting ticket sales and attendance for the NFL, guaranteed, as long as enough people are vaccinated and healthy.
That was inevitable, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Everything, and it's funny because you can look at the stocks and see this shit. Like everything, really, since it's coming back to a sense of normalcy, everything that was down at the beginning of last year, it started going back to normal. But going back to normal, since it was down so much and everybody was just in a bad place, if you got some stock during this time, in the next year, you will have easily capitalized. There's no way that you wouldn't.
That's why they're
everything was so bottom. So it's like, okay, you're gonna make out regardless, bro. The NFL, we just want to get back to feeling like we were before the fucking pandemic.
But that's the problem. First off, is the NFL they lost money this year, big time. I'm telling you, man, like ticket sales, that hurts. We're talking about $1 billion industry. You know what I mean?
They talked about streaming being at an all-time high for the Super Bowl, but it still wasn't the most watched. Like the 2015,
even
Patriots,
the commercial
Seahawks
prices were down.
Was the most watched still. But with the lack of attendance, the lack of bars and stuff, there was a lot of streaming, but they don't get paid on that.
Yeah. They don't really benefit a whole lot from that.
They need people.
So that's why I'm saying, like, I think everybody's out for the good in this, at least. But yeah, man, this is really it's going to take a lot. A lot of people are still going to have to get vaccinated. But like I said, they won't let everybody into that motherfucker if it's still a decent amount of, like, the percentages aren't down to where they want them. They won't open this shit up 100%.
You're definitely going to have to be, completely
probably
void of COVID. You're going to have to be
people going to be wearing masks
negative for COVID before you can even get this vaccine in that aspect. And we still don't really have a good handle on knowing how many people got that shit.
Well, just think about this. Think about The Weeknd, how he already announced his tour dates for 2022. I believe.
22, yeah.
Think about that. So they're already going at it as this is going to be standing room, person to person. So there's obviously some type of plan here. They're obviously projecting something.
I mean, if you look at all the cons and stuff, because that's the thing out here, it's like all the conventions and stuff is like really big out here in Vegas. Like, if you look at all the cons, they pretty much they're holding off till 2022 as well.
Oh yeah, mine got pushed back. Yeah. I was supposed to be somewhere. Was it February? So March, April, I was supposed to be in California. And I got pushed back a whole year. So yeah, same thing. I get it.
2022. They got a plan with this. They got a plan.
I even hear baseball. Good, baseball. Honestly. They're talking about are they gonna start letting people in? And spring training, we're here. We're already here. Dealing with that. So. I'm just interested. I thought I'd throw this in there just because I'm like, this. They're pushing for something. Obviously, there's an agenda here.
They're gonna have. Okay, so it's like they're gonna have to make sure that they're gonna have to protect their assets first and foremost with a lot of this stuff, especially and that's other interesting thing about the NFL doing this. Like, your players and your staff have to be some of the people that get this shit too, like ASAP. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure they good.
Possibly.
So then I could understand if they do that in a lot of these places, then I feel like that's a good that's a good point to where you could bring everybody back in.
Yeah, and you could start
to bring the numbers back in.
You could start pushing people to get the vaccine, just like that we got all these big people showing that they got the vaccine. Barack Obama,
Right.
Joe Biden. All these important figures. So that's trying to make people more comfortable. I think if we start seeing even more celebrities like a LeBron, you know what I mean, or even artists, like, all right, now these artists starting to get the vaccine. Maybe a lot more people will start to lean towards, okay, I'll probably get this. You know what I mean?
And don't get it twisted, man. It's regular people getting the vaccine. A lot of regular people getting the vaccine too, because like I said, working where I work, people come in with those all the time and need to get need stuff. They come in with their card that says that they're
vaccinated.
They're good. They're vaccinated, and they they need it to be specialized or whatever. So I see that all the time, bro. The people are getting this vaccination. So if it goes by their if it goes by their standards, I think that they'll have that. What is it? They're trying to at least get half the people to take it. I think that they're on a steady pace to really get that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I mean, my brother got one 2 Saturdays ago.
My sister did too.
He works in the school systems. But I think if we just say all the teachers, all the first responders, all the nurses in the health field, not all, but let's just say that majority of those, like 3 or 4 categories, get vaccinated. That's a lot of people, man. It's a lot of people.
Yeah, for
especially
sure.
the people, the everyday person that you would encounter at the grocery store or at work or something like that. So, for the vast majority, I don't expect all the homeless people to be vaccinated, right? But if those 3 people, 4 people, we'll be fine.
Yeah, I honestly think like anybody that works in a grocery store, they should be on that list as well. Yeah. I've been harping that for a very long time.
Sure. Yeah,
these people they're essential workers. They're pretty much frontline. These people have been open
they
working.
See a lot of traffic.
Yeah, they see almost more traffic than hospitals. Yeah. We're being honest here.
Yeah. Oh no, they do see more because a lot of hospitals have gotten to the point where they're filled. They can't have but so many people coming in at a certain point.
Yeah, so
grocery stores is free reign.
Yeah, so I just feel like now I know there's a lot more space in some grocery stores, so I just feel like those people should easily be. They should have been the ones that were like first to along with people that are working in like retirement homes and stuff like that. They should have been a part of that. Me personally.
Well, I mean, when you go back to the shooting at Walmart in that Texas Walmart a couple years ago, man, there was like 20, 30,000 people in that Walmart.
Yeah.
Just shopping at a rent. Like it wasn't even a holiday or like there was obviously that's Texas, big, whatever. But my thing is at any given time, there could be 15,000 people shopping at a Kroger or anywhere, a mall. I mean,
and it doesn't even have to be that much, just like some of our local Krogers that are a little bit smaller for communities. Yeah. All it takes is one person. Right. I don't think people realize that. Yeah. Once it goes from one person to another, then they go down the aisle to get milk, and then there's someone down there and they see or talk to, or they just touch something.
Even worse, your kid wants a toy, picks it up, you see that they put it in the cart, realize, oh, you ain't getting that toy, go put it back.
Yep. That or produce section. We're touching this shit with our hands, man.
I tell my kids the whole time we there, don't touch nothing.
Yeah,
don't pick anything up. There's times where they still touch stuff where I can't control every single thing, but for the most part, it's like don't pick up and put down, don't grab. I mean, trying to. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, crazy, man. Crazy stuff. So. I just thought I'd throw that out there, man. We start with that. We always try to start with something serious and ease into some more relaxed shit.
For sure.
The next topic actually is still a little bit serious, if you ask me, and it has to do with Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban pretty much confirmed that the Mavericks will no longer play the national anthem.
I'm torn by this just a little bit, man.
It's kind of weird.
Yes, because it's a tradition that's been in sports for a while. Now, the guy that previously owned the Mavericks, I don't know if people know this, but what they used to play, I think it was either the guy before Mark Cuban or the gentleman before that, but it was like one of the original owners of the Mavericks. He used to play, he didn't even play the Star Spangled Banner. He played, what's the other one?
America, the Beautiful, or
It's the other. Yeah, you know what I'm talking
America
about, man.
the Great or the Great, something like that.
Yeah. He used to play that one. So it's just interesting that eventually it got switched to something else, and it's because you got a torn organization. You got players that want to protest and they want to kneel during the anthem, and then you got sponsors upset. You got some fans upset.
For sure.
Just overall, Texas upset at Mark Cuban. So Mark Cuban said, "Fuck it, we not gonna play the shit at all."
It's funny as hell.
I can't remember who he got into it with, man. I thought I put it in here. But he had got into it with,
I fuck with Mark Cuban heavy too.
He got into it with like a politician about everything that was going on, man. And, he really, he let that motherfucker know what it was. But, I mean, how do you guys feel? Because me personally, I applaud Mark Cuban. This is a big step. This is a risk. He's a businessman at the end of the day. He's one of the greatest businessmen I've ever, that I know. So when I see him do this, I'm like, wow, Mark, like this is a pretty big step for you to take. You could lose a lot. Right. You could gain a lot of support at the same time. I know all the players have his back though.
I was gonna say, do you think he's trying to win some cool points with the team?
The thing is, I think Mark Cuban's already a cool guy.
No, I definitely think
he's the guy that's
innovator.
Courtside. He's down there with his guys.
No, he's a cultural guy. He's a cultural guy. Yeah,
he's a cultural guy.
He's got this shit out the mud. Like I've seen stories where he talks about, man, I was in the dorm room with 8 of my friends and we were eating, mustard sandwiches, moldy sandwiches. I'm like, damn, he got this shit straight out the mud. Like he is, we're not the same skin color. We might not come necessarily from the same background, but it feels like it sometimes. You know what I mean? Cultural wise,
I respect that grind.
Always. So and he's just a knowledgeable guy, very knowledgeable guy. Yep. So when I heard him do this, I'm like, this is very interesting, and it went trending on Twitter and whatnot. So another thing where I'm just interested to hear y'all take on, what do you think of this? Would you have made the same decision?
I personally feel like Mark Cuban has always been the trailblazing type of dude who's always been the type of stand-up guy that never gave a damn. He's always been a good billionaire, if that makes sense. He's always been the type of dude who he stands on his own too. He don't care what the fuck nobody got to say. I think it's a dope move. Personally, I think it's funnier because he historically fucks with, foreign players. So it's just got that kind of like, man, fuck all that shit kind of mentality to it, which I always fuck with. That's always my type of just vibe. So I'm never mad at it. It's hard for Mark Cuban to get on my bad side with things. I have no problem with this. And personally, if you ask me, you shouldn't have to do that shit no way, man. I mean, these are private organizations. They can do whatever they want to. I get it's for like, the nationality of the matter, but, we're kind of in a hypersensitive time right now. You know what I'm saying? People still get, gassed up by this shit, and we see how people are acting certain ways, and I know it don't really, translate that well, but you seen how that lady was talking to LeBron the other day.
Oh yeah.
Motherfuckers start acting crazy, bro. Motherfuckers getting gassed up and feeling like they can talk to people any type of certain way, man. Nah, bro. Fuck it. We gonna turn this shit down a little bit.
And that's why I like the NBA, man, because there's some owners that are really out here to, they're for the players, they're for that culture, man. And just like I was saying earlier, I think it was Mark Davis that made a comment. He said, "I'm so ready to be in on this year's Mavericks home stretch. So much promise, so much personality, but the minute one player kneels during the anthem, I am out." And Mark Cuban retweeted that, and he said, "Bye."
Right.
And then Ted Cruz retweeted it and said, "Really? NBA's telling everyone who stands for the flag, who honors our cops and our veterans to piss off in Texas, no less." And he continuously got into it with Ted Cruz, like, cause he stands for this culture. He knows, the stuff that's, that black people have been dealing with in this country. So Mark Cuban tweeted Ted Cruz. He said, "Why is it, Ted Cruz, that you take such a pride in standing up and speaking truth to the Chinese, but you have no ability to stand up and speak the truth to Donald Trump?" Like, he's this kind of guy, and he never had a problem with saying this stuff out loud in front of people publicly, so that's why I always rock with a guy like Mark Cuban. You had anything on this, Marcus?
No, I was gonna say, man, I agree with everything you guys said, man. When Mark Cuban's a groundbreaker, man, trailblazer, always stood behind his guys and his team and what he believes in. And ultimately, man, if there's no regulation to where they have to do the national anthem, man, do whatever you want. I don't care if they came out to the make them say Unanimous Soldiers, video. They was on the court out there with the tank. But whatever you got to do, man.
If Noya came out here like that, doing that would be the
I think it's cool
ever,
that he's doing that, man. I think it says a lot, and it's risky. It's risky.
Oh, yeah.
But it could be a good play.
Yeah, and another good thing you kind of brought up was, if they're allowed to do this, and right when you said that, I thought of there's new guidelines for this year because of COVID, and they said, anything that they feel like is a compromise to the new rules with COVID, you're allowed to change anything. So that's the loophole. Nice. So Mark Cuban says, you got everybody standing side by side. We're not going to do the anthem. Nice. So it's another way he gets in and out. And, he's a smart guy. Go. He thinks about all this stuff. So very smart. And he figured it out. And we'll see how long this goes. But they said, pretty much the rest of the season, they're not going to be doing it. They haven't done it for like 16 games.
I wonder if they do something else in place of it, right? So, I mean, for that, minute and 40 seconds or 2 minutes and 12, whatever that time frame is, man, who else could they honor?
Black national anthem.
Yeah, who else could they honor?
Black national anthem.
That or just
sung by Jasmine Sullivan.
Donald Trump play for 2 minutes.
Yeah, that or they just in the locker room chilling for two extra minutes.
Yeah, just something. But it'd be slick, man, if maybe they had, maybe they honor like a student of the week, or they had some veteran or somebody come out and they just did like some memoirs and stuff. Just something cool, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good point.
Just something cool.
That's a good point.
Yeah, man.
Alrighty, man. Yeah. Let's get into the viral vid of the week, man. It's a nice little viral vid that we got going on.
That shit had me in tears, boy.
Man, I was crying, man. So I'll kind of give y'all a little breakdown on what's going on while I'll give Jalen a second to kind of pull this in. But because, this is all revolving around the same thing, we got a nice little, theme going today.
Yeah, a little symmetry, huh?
Yeah, with like COVID. So because of COVID, there's certain things that have changed and we can't necessarily do now. So what the courts are doing and what I've heard that they've been doing is pretty much like this. And it's crazy. I even hear like people that have to go to court. They're doing Zoom calls. They're zooming in. So like normally it would be about 30, 40 people in a courtroom. They call you up one by one. Yeah. Man, they got everybody on a fucking Zoom call.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
That's like. I mean, man, like, really? Are we really doing this? So, it's what we got going on. It's a judge speaking to a lawyer, and some people just ain't that good with technology. Let's be honest, man. Older folk ain't got it. They ain't got it going on, man.
All the fucking time.
They're having a tough time with this thing. So we got a lawyer that is on the Zoom call, and we'll play it, and we'll let you see exactly what's going on. But he had one of those face things, like, what do you even call them? Like, it just changes your face, like one of the
filter, man.
Filter, yeah, there you go. Look at me, I'm even acting old. But yeah, he had a filter stuck on his on his face, and he couldn't get it off. And he was trying to explain to the judge that he wasn't a cat. Funny as hell. So let's go ahead and play this, man.
Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to take a look.
Can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
You don't say.
I can see that.
Yeah,
Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to take a look.
Can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is.
Look at the other dude just sitting there just staring at it like, man, what the fuck is going on?
I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
The fact that he had to tell the judge that he wasn't a cat, that just tells you it all. Like, he's not used to this shit.
He was so
man.
nervous. He's oh.
You see his eyes, like the eyes just look down. He's like, oh shit, like I'm not a cat. I'm not a cat. So, you know,
I was. What if that's what cats really sound like though? Like if they have voices, like what if that's what cats really sound like?
Right. Man, I was recently a part of a arbitration hearing downtown at Taft Law, and it was crazy because we all met there in like their big like conference room.
Mm-hmm.
They had like 5 of us spaced out amongst the room, and then there was a big screen, and we zoomed in just like that. We were, talking to a guy that was in Columbus. There was another dude that was in another part of Cincinnati. And one of the guys, man, couldn't mute his thing. So he was talking to the guy he was representing. And like, even if somebody else was talking, giving their testimony, he was talking. And like the arbitrator had to keep telling him like, please mute your thing. And I mean, it gets weird sometimes. So shout out to the people who can operate technology and make some of these meetings bearable. But for the people who don't, man, it's just, oh my goodness.
Shout out to bruh that was he forgot that his camera was on when he was in like I think a class meeting or some shit, and then he just started he pulled out his mask and the class was trying to get it, but he muted everybody else so he couldn't hear them like turn it off.
Yeah, I seen something like that when it was a kid, and they were taking attendance. And the kid mama walked behind the camera. She was butt ass naked.
Oh, I see.
And she was like, who is that? Naked behind there. And then she just look and take off like running. I'm like, damn, man.
That's crazy.
Just like, turn your camera off. And I'm like, good Lord. Like, this is
Mom
tough.
did the silhouette challenge on
man, this is tough for all these parents and older folk, man. Like,
that was a mama too, boy. That was a mama.
Grown ass mama, man. I'm just
grown ass mama.
I'm like, wow, like this. We see it all the time, man. I mean, what's your experience with, you just kind of gave me your experience pretty much, but what about with your kids? They're going to school every other day now?
Actually, man, they just went back in person full time, like last week.
Okay.
But they had been virtual for most of the year prior to that. So
were they doing Zoom calls or was it?
So they use Google Classroom.
Okay, yeah,
which is very similar. So I mean, the class, you can see the students on there, the teachers on there. The teacher has full control, so she can put on some screen share or she can lecture a little bit. But I mean, it got better. My kids got really used to it, really good with it, so they were cool. But there were times, man, where you would see somebody in the background and doing something. And, I did my best setting my kids up to where they had like a private space. So one of them was in their bedroom at a desk. The other one had a little table set up and out in the kitchen area. But that way they had like nobody walking behind them and no distractions for real. So, but you had to be careful. You might slip up and say something or get out the shower and be walking through with a towel on.
Man.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Man, back in the day, boy, if this had been us, bro, everybody been just looking past you and shit, looking back in your room and shit like,
right.
What is that, boy? What is you over there?
Yeah, man. It's
crazy.
You
got a lava lamp
hanging on your door.
Right.
Like, what is that?
That's weird, man.
Yeah, man. It's crazy even to think about this.
The toughest thing for me is to look at my kids and them talking to their classmates, but like think back when we were in school and like just know that like in person relationship building is just different. Like talking to somebody on a screen is like pen paling somebody in prison.
Yeah.
Like I mess with you and there's a connection, but we not physically relational. Like if that don't sound right, but you know what I'm saying. Like, man, hanging with your homies, developing little handshakes, dapping up your boy after he shoot the shot at recess or just whatever it was.
Or just being able to help hands on.
Sharing your food at lunch and all that good stuff, man. So
I will say that it's kind of dope though when you think about it. Like, okay, so this is my anime brain in my head, but like I seen this meme the other day talk about some, kids these days like going through school and everything. Like they really took 2 years off damn near from each other, so they're experiencing a real life time skip.
Right.
And I thought that was funny because it's like, some of them are in that pivotal time where it's like, you might not have seen each other for a whole year. I know in Cincinnati it's a little bit more lax. I mean out here it's lax too. But if you in like a New York or LA, it's not so much the same. So you really ain't seen this person in so long. So when you come back and they gonna look a whole lot different, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Think about the 11 to
it's gonna be
13
kinda
year
dope.
olds, man. That 2 year difference.
Well, I
That's
mean,
a big difference
for the young
kids.
kids. I mean, my kids' elementary age, it's pretty simple. But think about like the high school hoop team that relies on that chemistry. You know, it's not just on the court, man. You see your guys at lunch, you see your guys in the classroom. You holding each other accountable. Like I think that starts to break down, man. I would hate to be a high school athlete right now. Like I know that there's being provisions made, but it's still
But you
trash.
just don't feel like you getting in your bag.
Yeah, I mean,
for
you're
real,
talking
'cause-
about scouts that that don't come like they used to because of the restrictions. They don't
because
travel.
I remember
Yeah.
like
I mean,
every
just-
day at school, like, all right, they'd be like, okay, you need to go down to the athletic building. Wright State University is here. Someone from Wright State's here to see you.
Right.
Or someone from Penn State is here to see you.
Yeah.
Something like that. That don't
Right.
happen.
Nah.
You know, they're Zoom calling you.
Yep.
And it sucks for those scouts as well because they can't really get a feel for what type of kid you are inside of school.
Yep.
I mean, that's what they're coming there to see.
Yep.
Not only you on the
Yeah,
field,
man.
but they want to see how you act in school.
Right.
Because they don't want no assholes.
Right.
You know what I mean? They
Nah,
want responsible
they're-
kids. So, yeah, for sure, man. It all revolves around the same shit, man, for sure.
Absolutely.
Big time. Big time. All right, man. So we had a social media kind of craze. Not a craze going on, but like it was
Yeah, I'm
on
about to say
every.
craze is the funniest word to use for this.
I don't even know how you would put it.
Well, I mean,
it just a viral. This
a
was
viral
legitimately
vid.
viral.
Yes, sir.
Viral it just went,
situation.
viral situation. It went viral for the wrong reasons, I guess. But Gorilla Glue, man.
Yeah.
The hair woman, people call her. Her name is Tessica Brown. She just
I
had
like
a
that name.
she just had the procedure done that
AKA
removed
Dum Dum.
all that shit from her hair. But for the
Big
people that aren't, up on what's going on, this chick used Gorilla Glue. I don't think she realized it was
Spray
Gorilla
glue,
Glue.
yeah.
It was spray. It came in like a spray can. She thought it was like hairspray to lay her
thought
hair
she-
down.
I think she thought it was she thought it was that I forgot what it's called. There is this one brand that
It's
looks
called
like
Gorilla
a gorilla on
Snot.
it.
Yeah, it's called
Yeah,
Gorilla
gorilla
Snot.
snot. She thought it was gorilla. Snot.
She thought. I mean, my
Yeah.
thing is first off, I don't know what store she went
Gorilla
to,
snot.
but why is the Gorilla Glue in the hair section?
I don't think it
Or
was.
why were
man.
you in the home improvement section trying to get hair stuff?
Or did your man or whoever
She went to
just
Somebody-
Walmart,
have it and she was just looking around like, where is this Gorilla Snot at? Or I misplaced it or something.
So
She
you
had to
just so
think the glue was a good. She had to think the glue was like a good like substitute for the actual thing, and was trying to hit a quick little. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now she got to get surgery.
the crazy part is that ponytail was on fleek.
Nah, for real.
That
like that shit
motherfucker
was
was
laid in a
laid,
motherfucker,
you heard
bro. I'm like,
Smooth
damn.
as fuck. She
I was
thought
like,
she hit a
yo,
lick.
yeah, and it looked good. Like
Hey,
it
stayed straight for 2 days. She came home and
Man.
man, ain't something
she was
wrong?
like, yeah, she was like, I
That
put water
motherfucker
in this
shit,
shit. She was throwing water on it in the video and just doing it
Man.
like this. She was like, see, look, it don't do nothing, bro. She started breaking down. So she started a GoFundMe. That shit went crazy, bro. They gave her like $15,000
was
straight the
clowning.
fuck up.
Yep.
But she ended up having a procedure done by Dr. Michael Obang. Crazy, his name's Obang.
Yeah.
Shout out to him because he put in fucking
African
work,
guy or
man.
something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yep. And here's the picture of her. But he performed a procedure
I saw them watching
on Tessica Brown and removed the Gorilla Glue from her hair. He performed this procedure and he said all it took was a combination of medical grade adhesive remover, aloe vera, olive oil, and acetone to remove it. Which he had a picture at how he tested it. It's funny because he used the same Gorilla Glue and he put it on this test dummy. It's crazy. I call that the test dummy when she's the real fucking dummy that
Man,
did this
right.
shit. But
Man.
he did that, made sure it worked, and then they went ahead and had a procedure. And as you could see, like, man, she was breaking down. She could feel her actual hair. Now, is her hair gonna grow back? I have no idea. I don't
Man,
really know
them
how
moves
hair
probably
works to
plugged
that
up,
Cut some of
extent.
it, but she'll be
boy.
fine, man. She'll be fine.
She said she started the what do you call that? The GoFundMe for her to buy wigs because she thought it was over.
Man, she'll be dropping She'll be dropping albums like Cardi B here in about 2 months, man. Watch out. Well, we ain't seen the last of her. We ain't seen the last of her at all. She'll have a show on BET or something.
It's funny as hell that you say that because I just had this weird thought the other day about like all these viral sensations linking up on Instagram and posting all the time, like the damn wide neck nigga and the long neck nigga and then the eye popper dude.
Hey,
like,
I forgot about long neck dude.
Hey, they be collabing on Friday's IG posts. It just I'm like, yo, what is like? I'm just confused as to like, okay, what the fuck is this? What is like, bruh?
Go ahead,
Matt. Nah, I was just saying, but like, what the fuck is this? Because it's like, okay, yeah, y'all got these like, you know, I don't know the proper term to say this that wouldn't get a nigga canceled because the combination of all they talents on the screen was the friedest shit I ever seen. Because the post was like, they asking if it's real. So then it start with the first thing with the eyeball popping. He's like, yeah, it's real. So then it go to the nigga that do like all the like body contortion shit. It's real. Then it go to the nigga with the, you know, the pouch mouth nigga that can eat his whole face and shit. He just hit, hey, man, they always asking if it's real. The nigga literally do that. Then wide neck come on, man, wide neck nigga, and then
that shit crazy.
They come to long neck. And they all like, yo, what do you do? And this nigga just start like smacking his chest and shit like, oh, some weird ass, like, well, I forgot what that's called.
They're all meme sensations, man. I think that's what
crazy.
people call them. I don't know if y'all seen that. They got that, it's like a meme out now where they got January and they're going from month to month and they're pretty much telling people what like the most popular thing that virally happened on the internet is. So January was the Capitol Hill riots. And February is the picture of Shorty with the Gorilla Glue. So now people are like, well, what's March going to be? You know what I mean? And that's what it is. That's what social media is. Every month, every week, every day is something different, man. Someone trying to pop up, man. So,
well, at first I thought the Gorilla Glue girl was on some old like you couldn't be this dumb to where like this was purposely done for some clout.
Nah, she did that shit for real.
Now I'm just thinking that her brain cells are lacking.
Cause she said she put it on TikTok or Instagram because she really didn't know what to do. She said she legitimately didn't know what to do, and she was just breaking down. And all of a sudden, that shit went crazy. And I'm like, wow, man. Like, and then that's when someone told her, you might want to go to the emergency room.
Man.
And they gave her like
some acetone.
They gave her acetone originally, and she was trying to get it out. And then it got so popular that the doctor came out and said, all right, I'm going to get it done. Shout out to the doctor because she didn't really have to do all that, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? They could have left her with that glue in her motherfucking head for life.
He had to do that because, you know, even the doctors be trying to go viral.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Right. They be trying to go viral like, oh, I'm the one that got the Gorilla Glue girl hair.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they be saying front row at the BET Awards next year.
Yeah.
Like, Gorilla Glue doctor,
hey. Nah, for real.
It's going to be that. Doctors the new rappers, nigga.
Yeah. The problem is I hope no one starts a challenge by this and starts doing Gorilla Glue in their hair.
No, somebody already did the same shit, bro. I seen the post.
I did see that. I did see that.
It's already found.
Yeah, I seen
Took
that.
no time.
Why do you even want to do that?
The first time was dumb. The second time was for clout.
Yeah,
I have to believe it.
It's all clout, man. These clout chasing motherfuckers, man. That's all these motherfuckers doing, man. Crazy as hell.
Boy, this shit's crazy. You just seen Shorty. What you want to go fund me, Lil Ugly? You not about to get that.
Yeah, man. That shit dead, man. Cut that shit out. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's kind of partially a viral vid. We didn't pull the video up, but that shit was absolutely nuts, man. So Tokin brought to my attention more about what was going on with Bam Margera and how he's pretty much out of. Yeah, he's pretty much out of Jackass now.
Damn.
And it's just, he's one of pretty much the original members. But it looks like he's been going through something with, I don't
the most ruthless Jackass members.
I want to say like sobriety. Yeah. Like he's been having trouble with just alcoholism and drugs. Maybe I don't want to put nothing on him that he's not, but
Man, all of them guys had to be out of their mind for some of the stuff they was doing.
Yeah, man. Because he was
bro.
Go ahead.
Steve-O was coked out majority of the time.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
He just got his life
All
together,
types of
man.
shit.
He's clean now.
Yeah.
And that's what Bam was talking about in a little video. He's like, Steve-O's, clean, and he's been sober for, how many ever years or whatever, but he said, I'm still jacked up out here. He said, now, the people that are doing it, I didn't realize this, but Paramount is the one, that's the production company for this new Jackass movie. Mm-hmm. So they've been forcing Bam. They said he had to stay in, where are they at?
He had I don't remember exactly where they're at, but he had to stay in rehab for, like, what was it, the entire production time?
Yeah, he had to check in.
Yeah.
He had to piss every day. He had to make sure he took pills every day, showed it on camera that he took these pills, all this crazy shit. And I guess he's fed up with it. I told Tokin, though, I was like, bro, what is he on with this ooga booga nigga shit, though? Okay, I seen that, and I was like, wait a minute. Let me clear that shit up, because when so I had a TLDR moment where, I watched him like having a mental breakdown. So initially I wanted to put it in like the mental health box of, bruh is like really having a breakdown. Clearly he's going through depression and all this other shit. When I seen that long ass post, I already put it out of my mind, like, bro, I'm not reading all this goofy ass shit. I see it's a bunch of just shit in here that just like, all right, when you just skim something, you don't even pay attention. I didn't even get to the ooga booga nigga part in that post. If I'd have seen the ooga booga nigga part, I'd have been like, the little record scratch nigga, be like, hold on, fam. It stuck out like a sore thumb for me, and I was just like, wait a minute. Even then, I have to admit the fact that it's still definitely a part of the depression and everything. But at the same time, nigga, don't leave us out of this shit, nigga. Nah. Leave niggas out of this shit. Leave niggas out of this bullshit. We ain't got shit to do with your problems, my guy. We ain't got shit to do with shit. The ooga booga, it's the ooga booga for me. The ooga booga add a little sauce to it that I ain't a fan of, bro. Relax, nigga. Yeah. Now he's been going through a lot. First, his best friend died. What's his name? Ryan. Yeah, Ryan Dunn, man. Rest in peace. That was my favorite member of Jackass, too, to be honest with you. So when he passed, I know shit changed, but he got through that. Not saying that it doesn't. I'm not basing it on anything. Some people take different amounts of time to recover. Some people never recover. You know what I mean? I lost my mother, and I think about her all the time. So trust me, I definitely get that. He lost his uncle. Which happened to be a sex offender as well. He got wrapped up in that shit right before he passed away. So crazy, he had a lot of shit going on. I don't know what his finances were like or anything like that. I think a lot of those guys, man, fell victim to the entertainment life they were a part of. Yeah. I mean, they were involved with a lot of late nights, drugs, partying, stunts. The hardest, just a lot of stuff. I mean, and again, they were making their money being crazy as hell. So, man, I know, when you try something a few times and get on it, it's hard to just. But it's different for them because it was fuel. You feel me? Like, it was fuel to do all this wild shit. But when you try to just turn it off and go back to normal, I don't think that's something you do cold turkey, right? I mean, you may not be jumping off of buildings and stuff no more, but you like, I'm still trying to get high. Yeah, because he had his own show. Like, MTV gave him Viva La Bam. Which was nuts as hell, though. I mean, crazy show. I watched it all the time. Yeah, he's punching him and shit. He was fucking just beating the shit out of him every morning, man. God, his mom screamed at him the whole day. Yeah. That was a crazy show, bro. Yeah, but that shit catches up with you eventually. It does. In a way, Don Vito paid for the bullshit with the shit that nigga was doing to that nigga, man. I mean, they got to live in a big-ass mansion. Yep. Huge, like a castle. That shit was a fucking castle, dog. I don't know who paid for it. He probably did. I mean, that was one of the best shows on MTV at one point in time. Like, it really was. It was popping. Like 4 seasons, feel like. Because Jackass had stopped, and that's pretty much what picked up. Like, it was Viva La Bam. Ain't that what it was called? Viva La Bam? Yep. Mm-hmm. So, it's just interesting, that he's going through it now. Like, he was even in the video, like, he was doing that shit where he just starts throwing up. And I'm like, God damn, bro. You're almost like, 40, 50 years old and you still doing that weird shit? Like, what the fuck is going on? He was breaking down. He just started throwing up, getting sick. I'm like, bro, this shit gotta stop.
Been there before,
Yeah,
like,
but
like that.
nah, hell
Not
nah,
like
man.
hell
That
nah.
shit was
Not
like, it reminded me of all of his old shit. I'm like, bro, cut all this shit out, man.
That's that withdrawal throw up, nigga. That's
Yeah, man. He talked like it. He looked bad. Like, he looked really bad.
He looked old, man.
Yeah, and I mean, he is old. We're older, so he's got to be
older,
old.
But
we talking 15, 20 years ago. When that was their prime.
Yeah, his prime years. He's an old man. Nigga got gray in his fucking
now.
beard, dog.
Yeah,
like,
they got a lot of broken bones.
Johnny Knoxville, old as fuck now. Like, those guys are old, man, and those were his
cartilage.
Those were his best friends. Yeah, exactly. Those dudes were breaking their fucking bones every other episode, and
that's why they was on these drugs like that, man.
Yeah,
on
man.
These drugs and drinking all crazy because it's like, nigga, to notice, just to see, like I told y'all, bro, a few pods ago, bro. I went back and watched Jackass 3, and just watching that shit, like, and that's the latest installment of the shit outside of, like, Bad Grandpa and shit like that. But like, just seeing the things these niggas was doing is insane, fam. Y'all are literally putting y'all putting yourselves to the most absurd, disgusting limits.
To the point they don't even put that type of shit on TV no more.
Yeah, bro.
And isn't there a new? There's some show on Netflix now that's like Jackass. I think. Do I have that right? Does anybody know about that?
I think I know what you're talking about.
I heard about it. Never watched it though.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't put my finger on the name of it. But
that was a crazy era, though, man. That was a wild era for like just that. It was that culture, man. Like that culture. That's what that culture was. It was the music.
I feel like that started the parkour culture. That started like one of those things, like just doing those crazy runs because it wasn't like they was all just stunts and doing bullshit. Like a lot of them,
he was in his bag. Like, I was about to say he was in his bag. He was in the Tony Hawk games. He was always skateboarding. Too, all of them. That was the culture, though. You know what I mean? Like that's just what it was. Yep, all of them. Wee Man, all them dudes, man. Like that's what it was. Like that culture was dope. Like, but hey, just like any other type of culture, you got to move on. Like your fan base grows up.
Right.
They grow up.
Right.
Shit happens in music all the time with some of these guys. They're like, man, these kids aren't going to listen to this shit no more.
Right.
And what happens 9 times out of 10? They stop listening to it and they go to something totally different. They grow up and you're done making music because you couldn't evolve your music. Right. I'm not saying he couldn't evolve his career because they still been making these movies and people been watching them.
Right.
Even our generation was still watching, but we're grown now, man.
It's like what's like a cult. It's like a cult following thing now. Like it's like it's one of those things where when it happens, it's gonna be a long time.
But most of the
next one might be the last one, honestly.
Most of the hardcore people are grown, like super grown. So it's all but I'm not gonna say it's all but over, but it is like
Yeah, man. I mean, you can only do this type of shit for so long, bro.
Exactly.
Well, I think Jackass was so unique that you can't really replicate that. Like you can go do as many stunts as you want, but you can't replicate the original Steve-O, Johnny Knoxville, Bam, Ryan, all them guys, man. It just don't make no sense.
Niggas ain't built like that, bro.
Crazy idea they came up with, man.
Yeah, they was sick.
And they were doing that just on VHS recording at first.
Yeah, they ain't giving a what.
Like, do you remember the whole reason why they have to put that warning thing on the thing? Because those kids tried to jump through the moving car and he killed himself doing that shit. So that's why they always had to have the warning. This stunts are performed by professionals and should not ever be recreated. Not for amateurs. You know what I mean? Like, they created a whole fucking wave, man. That shit was on CNN. Every big news
that shit was nutty.
Circuit. Like, crazy times, man. But
I mess with it.
Hey, I'm hoping that he gets better. He gets maybe some more, some more therapy. It seems like they've been forcing him to. But
don't ever say that shit again.
Yeah, but don't ever say ooga booga nigga, man.
Yeah, don't ever say ooga booga nigga again in your life. Like, that goes for anybody. Like, don't ever say ooga booga nigga. Like,
don't do
whack.
that.
That's whack as fuck.
Yeah, don't do that shit. All right. So, brothers, it's finally come that time. Jay-Z has been nominated for Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2021 class. Well overdue. Well overdue.
Took too damn long, if you ask me.
There's a lot of greats that are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame already. You know, Notorious B.I.G.'s already in there. Tupac's in there. Right. Believe Snoop Dogg's in there. Bob Marley's in there, just to name a couple of people just in certain genres. Like I said, it's well overdue. I'm glad Jay-Z's finally in there.
Sure.
He should have fucking been in there, man.
I'm glad he gets to see it. I'm glad it's not a catch up kind of makeup, and we want to give him posthumously his flowers. Like, nah, bro, give him that shit right now.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, he definitely deserves it, man. And not only the music, man, he's a businessman.
Yep.
I mean, he's
done a lot for
a
entertainment.
groundbreaker, man. He's done a lot of stuff.
People forgot, like, who's responsible for all the halftime shows at the Super Bowl? Jay-Z. That's a whole nother story what we watched this past week.
That was some bullshit.
You can leave that one out right now.
That's another story.
It's been 2 years, and what was the last one we got?
Oh,
J-Lo.
Yeah, J-Lo. And I was not a fan of that.
Yeah, so all right, let's leave that one out. But yeah, shouts to Hov in the Hall of Fame, man.
And I think LL Cool J was also nominated. Well overdue. Like, these guys should have been in.
Right.
I'm just glad he's gonna get in though. Like, there's
we got a few other nominees too though.
There's a shit ton, man. But a lot of these people should have been in long time ago.
Right.
But JC definitely should have been in. I mean, he's
still going.
Yeah, he's still going. Speaking of which, they just dropped one of the craziest tracks I've ever heard. And that's for the movie y'all want me to watch.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
For that movie, for the soundtrack.
Yep.
So then I seen that, I'm like, yeah, definitely got to watch that.
I'm sure there's going to be a mass other cuts on there too.
I'm
sure there's gonna be,
for
I
sure.
ain't seen the movie yet.
Yeah, I think they just released the soundtrack. There's a few on there.
Yeah, they just released the soundtrack. I've heard a few songs, but I definitely haven't delved too far into it. But it's one of those, man. It's gonna give you that same feeling, probably, that you got from that Black Panther soundtrack, just in the terms of just all the acts on it and just the energy they bring in it. Off the year we just came off of,
they got
bro,
some Kendrick
story
Lamar
being
on there.
told. I don't know. Is he on there?
I don't know. I'm just wondering, man.
Yeah,
it's probably some dope. Or, Kendrick is one of those guys, man. That just him, Jay-Z, Nas. Yeah. You can bring them guys out, man. Them guys are activists, man.
Here we go. We got it here.
They might have a song on there with Kyrie Irving, man.
Nas is on here.
Yep. Guaranteed.
Of course, the Nipsey and Jay-Z song, Hit Boy. Smino's on here too. I don't know if you guys know Smino, man.
And Saba.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to really delve into this.
JID, Rhapsody,
Seiko,
BJ the Chicago Kid. They put Dirk on there. White Dave, G Herbo, Pooh Shiesty. They gave Pooh Shiesty a song.
Polo G.
Yeah.
Dom Kennedy,
man.
on here.
Oh yeah.
Dom Kennedy, man.
ASAP.
Rakim on here.
Rocky got some on there. ASAP, yes sir.
Rakim. So this is a pretty solid.
Yeah,
pretty solid, man. They got some new cats. I didn't expect them to Pooh Shiesty to get a song this early. That's crazy. But hey, shouts out to him.
Pumping him like Paul. They are pumping him a lot.
Oh yeah,
they are.
Is he Throw Baby dude? Is that him?
Nah, that's
TSR Cash or some stuff. Whatever his name is, something.
Pooh Shiesty got the song with who is that with? Lil Baby. Is it Lil Baby? Yeah. We say what's the one bar? I roll Pooh Shiesty, but my nigga's really shiesty or some shit like that. Yeah,
he the bird, he that nigga. That's what they keep
and
saying.
That's Gucci's artist too. Pooh Shiesty.
Okay, so he like
Yeah, he get a song with Dirk. He get a song with Dirk. Yeah,
it's with Dirk. That's the song. That's the song that's really, really jumping.
Memphis cat though from Tennessee, man. So we'll see, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be super interesting. But yeah, that album, I gotta check that out.
I gotta see the movie, man. I got a couple links, man. I'm gonna see if I can catch that tonight, man. We're gonna get into the Valentine's Day stuff a little later in the show, man. But yeah, that'll be a part of the other menu tonight. Oh yeah, man, so.
for sure.
It's on Amazon. It's on not Amazon. It's on HBO Max, ain't it? I heard that it was streaming on HBO Max.
Okay. So I might not have to clown.
Yeah, nah, you ain't got to.
You ain't got
HBO don't plug this, man. We ain't even got to go to the theaters no more, man.
Got to clown.
No sir.
Turn the VPN off, sir.
Yeah, I was going straight to Japan on their ass.
This nigga.
Hey, it's crazy, man. Nah, but you know, shout out to Jay-Z getting in, man. You know,
Yeah, that's what's up.
We
man.
gonna give him his flowers here on Unanimous because he deserves it.
Yeah, that's an
Real
accomplishment,
dude.
man.
Hey, Jalen, you got a round of applause over there, man. Do we got one?
Yeah, he's sick.
Gave him the rim shot. Nah, but nah, for real though.
Hey, I will say,
shout out to Jay-Z. There we go.
Hey, burn. Hey, I will say, whoever did that edit on the NCAA clip that we did last week, the NCAA when we was talking about what's his name. Man, I did the bow, and right as I let it go, the screen blew up, and the confetti fell on the screen. I was like, man, hey, man, walk in there cutting up, man.
Hey,
but yeah, it was right on time.
That.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
Yo, before we go on to the next topic, what's y'all favorite Jay-Z song? Y'all got a favorite Jay-Z song?
I feel like it's only right. My favorite Jay-Z song has got to be PSA.
Okay.
It's got to be PSA because the way he started off with that motherfucker, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
For sure.
Hey,
for
my
sure.
nigga coming in here crazy, boy.
Man, see, you know, I would say one of my favorite songs is probably Reasonable Doubt from the Reasonable Doubt album. And see, that was actually before our time, my time at least. And somebody introduced me to that. I was like, man, it's the hardest jab never heard type stuff. But when we going forward, I mean, you talking about PSA, you talking about Big Pimpin' with UGK. I mean, all kind of stuff, man. So it's tough to name just one.
I think my favorite is like Imaginary Player. I think that's one of my favorite Jay-Z songs of all time.
See, I mean, and I even get caught up in like the Forever Young and all that stuff. I mean,
I
Jay
ain't gonna
just
hold you, bro.
Jay
I done
just
went
be
back to Kingdom Come.
out of point.
Yeah.
Hey, he got,
I done went back
yeah.
to Kingdom Come. I done went back to American Gangster, bro. Whole album. I mean, whole just.
Well,
There
see,
was
and that's
one
why.
album that was kind of It was more on the production side, and that's that Magna Carta. But everything outside of that, bro,
Black albums, all of them, blueprints, all of them.
Jalen said Takeover.
Well, I mean, and somebody told me the other day. I think I heard Charlamagne the God say he was talking about that song that just came out. He was like, man, here we are, Hove again with some scripture. I said, man, he called that boy his bar scripture.
Yeah.
I said, man, that's how. First off, that tell you how long he been around, right? But it don't matter what come out and when, it's classic.
Yeah, he got rap Bible, my God. Like, still killing it,
So
man.
that speaks to the Hall of Fame,
They
man.
say he gonna rap till he about 90-some years old, dog. Like,
Bro, and it's gonna be funny because like 100 years from now, niggas gonna really look into that as like biblical text, to like just the way to hustle.
seriously.
I mean, and
Like,
Jay
it's
got
really
just
gonna
such a chill flow, man. He could get on anything. Like the time period doesn't matter. See, because you talked about
up
this a
with the
little earlier.
times
Some
and all
guys get outdated. Some guys sound like they from the 80s,
they
90s.
they date their music. They date their music.
But
man.
Jay-Z, you put him on a love song, you put him on a hardcore rap song, put him on a Disney movie soundtrack. But I mean, it don't matter what it is, he's gonna have some bars for
bro,
you.
if you are driving in a nice city, bro, with a nice car, and you put on Encore, nigga, it don't matter. It don't matter.
Right.
You gonna feel all that energy in your soul, nigga. What the hell are you waiting for? And it's the fucking man. Let you have a beach view, nigga. Oh my god.
Yeah, man, that's Jay-Z.
The town with Rihanna and them.
It's just a testament. It's a testament to just how great
Oh
he
my
is,
god,
man.
when that shit came
Yeah,
out,
bro,
bro,
had some
that was
heat.
the hardest shit I had ever heard in my
Jay
life.
did the
Yeah, kill
Niggas
him,
don't
man.
even like the Blueprint 3 like that, but that shit.
Shit, I love that
Crazy.
shit.
Yeah,
man. Shit, the joint he got with what's the joint with Pharrell?
All of them, nigga. All of them.
Frontin'.
Nah, I'm
Or,
talking about the one just from the Blueprint 3.
I think it was.
Motivation.
Yeah.
Motivation. Like, but yeah, all this shit with
Yeah, I was
Pharrell
saying,
crazy.
yeah, hella
That was
songs
my
for
shit.
that shit.
Yeah,
That album
like,
was my introduction to J. Cole, bro, on The Star Is Born,
Yeah.
bro. That's
Oh,
when I
yeah,
first
yeah.
got hip to J. Cole. And then it was like, okay. Then that became my favorite rapper from that point on, low key.
yeah, dude's dangerous, man.
he's a
Dude
beast,
got
man. He's a
dangerous
legend. He a
bars.
legend, man.
Oh yeah, big time legend.
he a
So
legend.
once again, shout out to Jay-Z.
Shout out to Hove, man.
Shout out to Hove, man. H to the OV.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We got another topic, man. We're gonna speed through a couple of these. Pokemon is hosting a Post Malone virtual concert for Pokemon Day.
Which is nutty.
Rappers-
Crazy,
these rappers
man.
hustle. It's
Have y'all
insane.
seen like the we're not gonna play the video, but like, how they had him walking in. There was like Easter eggs within this little video, and then it turned him into that character. So the concert will take place at 7 p.m. on February 27th, which is Pokemon Day,
crazy.
and it'll be streamed officially on the Pokemon website.
We are 25th anniversary.
Man, crazy, crazy,
Okay,
man.
so that is fucking nuts, because just the thought, like these rappers, bro. Like I was saying, man, they hustles. The evolution of the rappers' hustle is a sight to see, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
It is a sight to see. This shit is the way they have to adapt right now, because ain't no money really in music. The way they are having to adapt and get to this check, I'm once again another applause. This shit is crazy, bro. Shouts to him. Shout to Travis Scott with the Fortnite shit and the McDonald's shit. And then definitely shout out to Post Malone, because this ain't even like his first thing. I mean, he do his little Posty Fest, and bro, like I like these artists that are really, they fan bases and they thing. It really rock. At first, I was kind of looking at Post Malone like, he kind of seemed like a weirdo. That White Iverson was hard. Then I found out what bro looked like, and I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? Then it's like, okay, I get it. But then I seen this nigga like some Daisy Dukes and like some weird shit. Now I was once again thrown off. But he bounced back again. Nigga.
Yeah, he nice.
Man, I'll tell you what, man. Music isn't just music anymore. You've got to be outside the box and figure out how to be creative to keep your stuff rolling, man. I mean, I work with a guy who's a master in marketing, and he told me that and one of his things is working with these younger generational rappers, man, these artists. And he was telling these guys had sent him a video, and they were like, tell us what you think, tell us what you see, give us some feedback. He watched the video, he gave him feedback, and there was like one dude who kind of was in the video acting crazy, wore funny outfits, and they were like, we think about taking that out, and just kind of, he said, no, leave that, because out of the rest of the video, it's just a normal old music video. That dude acting crazy and wearing the stupid outfit was what made the whole thing. That's what people remember. That's what's gonna sell stuff. Yeah, so sometimes, man, it is about looking goofy and being the white boy with the dreads or the gold teeth and it's sometimes, man.
I've been watching his videos all week. Shout out to Junebug, bro.
Man, you gotta be on the goofy stuff, bro. Sometimes you gotta be.
Hilarious.
This is also the era. We're in a new era of music, right? And the people that are coming up, we're in our prime. The people that are still making music. People got to realize they grew up on stuff like Pokemon, and other things, and it's more accepted for these artists to cross over and do things with these kiddish type of.
Post Malone's probably our age.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Bro,
Yeah,
probably
exactly our age.
Pokemon episode on videotape, like the episode where Ash get Pikachu. And he riding on the bike and all the sparrows and shit, and Pikachu shocked the shit out of him, but he started getting attacked.
Cheese, bro. Yeah.
Bro, I still had that.
Even
video,
the cards, bro.
I still got a whole thing of them.
People got holographic cards, man. Them motherfuckers.
Sir. Man, I got a holographic charge on there, blast. So I look at it every night, like.
Everybody had a Pokemon deck. Everybody has not played Pokemon. Like, niggas just had the cards.
Oh, hell no. I can't tell you how many times I actually played. Now, I played the video game, so I got the concept. I played the game, so I got the game, but I never played with the cards. I just had them.
Yeah, nah. I wasn't trusting niggas back in the day.
Nah.
Keep it 100 with you. My shit gets switched around with yours. We got a problem.
Yeah,
we might have to throw hands.
Man, right.
Mine stayed in the
I
had the book. I had the book, and then I slid them all in the little pouches. Like, and I'd be like, yep. You can look, right? Not touch.
Right.
That's how I was sleep.
Yep.
For sure. While we're kind of on this little topic, we had a movie announcement. You might be able to touch on this because I'm sure your kids are really hyped about this.
Yep.
But Sonic the Hedgehog 2 already announced it'll be releasing on April 8th, 2022. It's crazy how they have the exact dates. I know they move around and stuff like that. But
man, when
Tails gonna be in that movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tails is supposed to be in this one too.
We went to the movie theater to see the first Sonic. I'm a huge Jim Carrey fan. We Sonic fans. I mean the whole thing, right? At the very end, when Tails comes out and is like looking around like he about to go find Sonic, I was like, it's the second movie.
Wait. Okay, so I still haven't seen it. I'm not saying you have to not.
So no,
because I don't give a fuck. It's good. You're good. I'm gonna watch it though now, especially now that I know they incorporate niggas.
Yeah. So and this how dope it was, Tokin. So At the very end of the movie Sonic goes off, right? They run all of the credits. So like people are leaving the theater. Me and the kids kind of like my thing at the theater. Well, man, I ain't been to the theater since this movie came out. Probably that might have been the last movie I went to see. But my point is,
it was around that time.
I was always like, hey, let's because it came out February last year.
Yeah, bro, I remember because I was planning to go see it.
It was like Valentine's Day or something. Yeah, it was around that time. Okay.
Might have been that day.
So that might have been the last time I went to the movie theater. I think it was Valentine's Day last year. So I was like, kids, let's sit back, let everybody move out, we'll leave out. Man, they cut back into the movie, and it was Tails showed up, like he was about to figure some stuff out. And I was like, there's going to be a second one ASAP. They already got it planned out just because, like, the way they did it.
See this
yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm hyped to see what other characters they bring out, like Knuckles and Amy and all them.
Yeah, I seen that they casted Knuckles. Or it might have been like a rumor, but I seen they casted Knuckles as somebody. I can't remember.
I need all that. I'm here for all that smoke.
Shout out Jim Carrey, man.
It was a black dude, though. I know that much. It was a black dude.
I need all that.
Yeah, and I mean, they figured it out. Remember they had the issue where he looked a certain way. They went back, redesigned him. Yeah, it looked bad, but hey, they got it right. They finally got it right.
They still made enough,
that nigga mouth.
Even with the revamp.
Oh yeah. They already had plans what they was gonna do.
And I actually saw, and this is kind of but I saw that Sega I think's trying to reinvent the Dreamcast, which
I heard that too.
I saw like kind of controversial side. Some people were like, "Oh man, that'd be awesome," because I was a big Dreamcast fan.
Yeah.
The original 2Ks, all that good stuff.
Yep.
But then on the flip side, it's like, can y'all really compete with the big dogs? Because I even heard that Google Stadia that they've been talking about is kind of like losing fire because Xbox and PlayStation are just so big.
Yeah, we're damn near in a.
That was a wrong prediction on my behalf. I know, Anwalk, you remember that shit, what I said about Stadia.
Yeah, I just didn't think it would work. I think we're just at a point now where it's Sony, Microsoft, and just PC. I think if you haven't been developing stuff for a while, and Nintendo, excuse me, if you haven't been developing shit for a while, it's over.
You'll have to do something different, like the VR.
Or you gotta just be way better.
Yeah,
they gonna have to take their time. They gonna have to I ain't gonna hold you. It would be dope to see something like Oculus, which is owned by Facebook. I ain't gonna hold you. It would be dope to see like Oculus and Sega do like a combo thing. Like that would be dope
for sure.
Because that way they would actually have a chance stepping into this VR. Yeah. I truly do believe that the VR is the next step in this game.
Yeah, if they had some exclusives or something like where they started doing like if they were the only console that had like NBA Street, NFL Street, and shit like that,
right?
I'd be like, okay.
Well, and ultimately, what happens is if somebody develops something that's even halfway decent, one of the big dogs buys them out and acquires them. Like I heard a story the other day, right before the new gen consoles dropped, Nintendo was this close to buying PlayStation. And
that would have been horrible.
And it was matter of fact, let me take that back. It was they almost bought Microsoft Xbox from Microsoft. PlayStation was almost on its way out the door. Sony was having a rough time right before the PlayStation came back. So that's their biggest piece of revenue now. But I was reading both these stories. But they tried to buy Xbox. And it was like right after the Xbox One came, not Xbox One, but the first Xbox came out. Microsoft did okay, but it wasn't like they didn't really know. Nintendo was like, man, we'll take that off your hands. We know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Xbox or Microsoft ended up keeping it.
Yeah, because Microsoft was like, nah, nigga, like we gonna figure it out.
Because Microsoft technically was huge in the tech sector with computers and software, so they didn't need a console to make them as a company. But now Xbox is a
same
huge
with Sony
piece
as well.
Sony,
Same type of
but
thing.
Both of them were like on the brink of like, we'll just stick to the other stuff when they took off, man. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, some big time stuff just with some of these companies, man. All right, guys. I don't know if you've seen the news. Was it 2 days ago? Yesterday?
Explain to me. Explain to me how exactly.
I got you.
What she said tied into a conservative move. Because what I saw was her saying, basically, how would you feel if people ostracized you for your beliefs? I saw the gist of it. I didn't know that she was like crazy conservative.
Oh, she was tripping, brother. So I'll explain. So first of all, Gianna Carano, she's no longer employed by Lucasfilm after pretty much just unacceptable, just wide left social media posts, like just she was comparing herself to modern day Republicans to being Jews during the Holocaust. That's what got her fired. She's been at this for the past year and a half. Ever since the first season of The Mandalorian came out, she's been making these type of remarks. There was other points when she was comparing, saying shit about Jewish people. This isn't the first time, man. And all the tweets and posts were all deleted long time ago, because I remember this happening. I remember talking about this, and and I don't know if you guys remember. It was a while ago, but I even said, I was like, you know what? She's allowed to have her own views on some of this stuff. I still like the show, and I still respect the show. And that's what I left it at that point in time. This was almost 8 months ago, because this shit has been going on for a while. She's been poking the bear, and then eventually this pops up 2 days ago, and they said enough is enough. She's made posts about transgender people. She's made posts about just the vaccines. She's made posts about people wearing masks. She's made posts about what else?
This? What's the point?
She made posts about the election being fraudulent. Like, it's a lot of shit. And Disney's not. People gotta realize this is Disney. They own Lucasfilm. They're not letting that shit slide. They don't give a fuck what your view is or however you want to go about this shit.
There's a Walt Disney joke here, but I'm just not gonna say it.
Yeah, you might want to be careful.
There. But it's there though. I'm not gonna do it.
Nah,
I have class.
I'd be careful. But Gianna Carano has been at this wild shit for a long time, man.
That's crazy, man. And I like her character, man.
She's been poking his bear.
Yeah, she was all right.
People try to give her the benefit of the doubt. She's an MMA fighter. Jalen told me they've gotten rid of her, period. They're not doing anything with her anymore as well. Damn. So trust me, this isn't just a Disney thing. Everybody's cutting off ties with this crazy ass woman, man. She's nuts.
Well, I'm even reading here in some of the free show stuff you had put together, but it said Lucasfilm was planning on giving her own Star Wars show.
They were.
And scrapped it.
They scrapped it like 2 months ago. And
That's
now
nuts.
officially they were like, yeah, now you're done, period. You're not going to be in The Mandalorian season 3. And now she's going to do something with Ben Shapiro. They're making some film.
Ew.
It's going to be fried, bro.
But you don't realize you're ruining your own career when you do this stuff?
This was what it was going to, like.
This is what happens.
Like, for a role like this to fall in your lap, this is the time to be in Star Wars, like in Lucasfilm.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to be in movies. You were getting your own series. You were going to be in other people's series. Why would you ruin that? Now they're going to kill your character in space on some wild shit. They're going to blow your ship up. And you're going to be, and everybody going to laugh at your shit when they do it.
Eaten by a Rancor or some shit.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
know Star Wars comment. I don't know Star Wars shit, but that's like some shit that was crazy.
Or Grogu going to force choke the fucking shit out of her ass, and that's it. That's going to be the end of everything, man.
Turn her ass into a black hole, make her eat herself.
Don't throw her off the ship. Just let her float. Like, now they got to rewrite shit. But I just seen that and I'm like, man.
Or they could just recast her.
They could do that as well. I mean, there's several people that could play her, but
I'm on the recast. I'm on the recast train now,
Yeah,
man.
I
I get the respecting people, especially past this is kind of left, but not really because we're talking Disney.
Yeah.
But with the Black Panther, I'm with a recast, man. Don't get me wrong. Chadwick did his thing in every role he ever graced,
and he's a way bigger role than Gianna was in
way bigger role. But you need that to continue though. You feel me?
Yeah.
You need that to continue. Her shit. I mean, the role that she plays on the show is a pretty good
Cara
role.
Dune. They'll replace her ass, man. I'm telling you, they'll just kill her shit. They ain't even gonna waste their time.
We don't give a fuck. It's all, it's all. What's the word?
It's about the Mandalorian, nigga. The Mandalorian gonna blow her fucking dome off.
Yeah, this ain't the way.
Yeah.
We gonna find you a better black woman because this is what we do in 2021, and that's just a fire way to just let niggas know where we stand.
Oh yeah, we gonna
get a Latina woman.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they gonna piss a few people. Some people were mad.
They might even get an Asian woman, but anybody know. It ain't gonna be whatever the fuck Shorty was looking like, and she can't have her energy if she do.
And that's fine. It's cool because she wasn't in a lot of the episodes or screen time anyway, so it's not like it's gonna make a huge difference.
For real, now I think about it,
they can do without her.
Yeah, big time. So I want to throw that out there. Like, damn, what a way to drop the ball. Like now you got to do something with Ben Shapiro. Have fun.
That's the grossest shit ever.
Have fun. I wonder what that shit's gonna be about.
It's gonna smell like garlic, whatever it is. I know it is.
Yeah, crazy, man. All right, we're wrapping up the show. Got just a couple more that we gonna get into real quick. So Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, brother, they're set to cast in the leading roles in the Last of Us series. It's the Sony video game adaptation.
Now I can finally join the craze.
As Joel and Ellie, and this will be on HBO Max. This is gonna be this shit's gonna be good, man.
Sweet.
Pedro Pascal over time has become one of my favorite actors, and not just because he's been in Star Wars, but he's been in a lot of good shit.
I watched a Netflix movie the other day with him in it, and didn't even peep it was him until like halfway through the movie. I'm like, hold on, bro, this Mando. And then like it was like it was so hard to watch him like not in Mandalorian, Narcos, some stuff like that. But the movie was great, and I'm gonna figure out what it was. If you haven't seen it, it just random. But
I think I know what you're talking about.
It was a random. I can't think of it was, man. Nothing big. Wasn't like top 10 in the country.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But I watched it and was like, man, it's all right. Yeah, I'll find it.
Yo, hey, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm looking forward to joining the craze, but
you ain't played the Last of Us games.
I have not. I have not played the games, and I hear so much about it. But it's one of those like, okay, y'all done. It's like Game of Thrones. I didn't join Game of Thrones whole thing until the last season. Like I didn't start watching that till then. The hype is so big, it's beyond me.
Right.
You know, I understand that. It's just it goes hand in hand with HBO Max. They formula. They like to take these hyper realistic situations and like just build on them. Yep. But bro, I just realized something that we should have put on the docket that happened during the Super Bowl that we didn't really speak on. It has more to do with the streaming services. There's another one about to drop, and it's about to get fucking ugly, bro. This streaming shit. I mean, at this point, you might as well just go back to cable. But Paramount is dropping their own streaming service.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Paramount is dropping their own streaming service, and if you seen what I seen when in them commercials, as far as the content they were just trying to flex on niggas, bro, it's about to get ugly.
They partner with like CBS or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. You said what?
They're partnered with like CBS, aren't they?
I don't know, but I know that CBS got their own thing. Aren't they Peacock?
Because Paramount is the Jackass movie is being done by Paramount.
Yeah,
they're
man.
the ones that's running that. But
they own Nickelodeon, so like all the Nickelodeon stuff is going directly to there.
Paramount.
You know
I mean, shit, y'all remember when Paramount owned Kings Island?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's why it stood out to me.
Paramount did not dip. What do you mean? Flat out.
Don't they own Paramount owns James Bond too, right?
I think so,
the
bro.
whole saga.
Paramount Pictures owes a lot.
Because Paramount, you remember the James Bond experience used to be in Kings Island as well. You remember that?
Yeah, I got you.
I didn't get to go to that.
Man, when
I think James Bond was like Paramount and MGM.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Right. Or Lionsgate. Nah, not Lionsgate.
Yeah, you might be right. One of those. It's something like that. So we'll see. Whoever puts all the James Bond movies on, whatever, they got me. I'm gonna get it.
All the joints.
I'm gonna get it.
Man,
I'm gonna get
it. But what they do a live action James Bond show, nigga?
Oh yeah, it's coming. You know they coming. They here to do all that, man. They here to do all that.
It's like niggas is unloading the clip with all their properties right now on this streaming shit, bro.
You got to. This is the time to get it in. It's the time to get your subscribers. Like you gotta. That's why people are announcing shit so early. Hey, we're doing this, and this year, hey, we're doing this in 6 months.
Yep.
So buy it now. You know what I mean?
Like
crazy thing. And that's why actors like Pedro Pascal, big actors, they're on Disney Plus, they're on Netflix. And I think that the show that you were talking about, maybe it was a movie? Or
I think it was a movie.
Triple Frontier? He was in Triple Frontier as well, which is a good movie. It's a big cast in Triple Frontier. But that's why some of these actors, man, they go Disney, they go to Paramount, they go to Netflix, HBO.
They just get a bag left and right.
Well, and I think a lot of these networks like people that are popular too.
Yeah.
They're gonna use the
Why
popular
not?
guy.
You got to, man. Same thing with who were we talking about last week? What actor were we talking about?
Not Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie. We were talking about
He
him for a little
everywhere,
minute.
man. Yeah, he's
Everywhere, you know, he's Disney Plus doing it in. He's on Netflix, going crazy on Netflix. Like,
you know what I'm saying,
man,
on Black Mirror, on just doing whatever he
Yeah.
can. Like they are out there getting work right now.
big time, man. And a lot of these people share, like, they share, these producers and directors, they share and have relationships with a lot of these actors, and that's how they get other gigs. That's how a lot of so I think Pedro Pascal was in Game of Thrones too, wasn't he? I think he was.
He was King Oberyn.
Yeah. So this is how
Prince Oberyn,
this is how
whatever,
this shit connects, and they pick this person from here and then put him there. Same thing with Star Wars. I think it was when they first started Force Awakens. There's so many people from Game of Thrones in there.
Yeah, my guy from Shameless in there is the man, not the Force Awakens, the one with the video game. What's it called? Star Wars. I'm trying to think. Jedi
Fallen Order.
Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order. That's my guy from Shameless, man.
Cameron. What's his name?
He played a Joker in Gotham too. I forgot what his name is. I gotta figure it. What
You talking about Cameron Morningham? I think the main character.
The main character, yeah.
Cameron Morningham. I think that's his name.
Cameron Morningham.
Something like that.
Cameron Monaghan.
Monaghan.
Yeah,
Monaghan. Yeah.
Cameron Monaghan,
Yeah.
My guy, man. He's in everything, man.
Yeah, that's how they doing these people, man. I love that shit. I love that they're doing it.
I do.
They're also saying that what's her name? I can't even think of the chick. She's the main character in Battlefront 2. Now that we're kind of talking about it, I believe she's
Indian chick.
Yeah.
Talking about I forgot what her name is. Bro.
She might potentially be taking Gianna Carano's role in Star Wars.
Bro, that would be fire.
Because her character, and it might be her character getting its own type of role. But yeah, man, like there's so much people are crossing over, going here and there. They got relationships with different directors.
Yeah.
I think it's just super cool, man. Super crazy thing. And like I said, man, what a time to be alive and watching all this shit, man.
Oh yeah, and did you guys finally get caught up on WandaVision, bro?
Yes.
I didn't watch the last
Yes,
episode,
sir.
man. The last one that just came out.
Fire. First off,
Oh, fam.
Tog, did you see that? You know how they do the commercials, right?
Yes.
That Yo Magic
Bruh.
commercial with the shark and the yogurt, bruh, had me rolling.
The show is fucking, bro. It's so damn funny.
Yeah, this the best one yet, man. So
Hey,
they
I'll be
get
honest with
harder
you.
and harder,
I'm
bruh.
wrapping up. I wrapped up another show I was watching with my wife, man.
Dark.
Into the Lake. I haven't been watching Dark World, but Dark.
I've been seeing you say that, man.
started that. I gotta finish up.
Dark is
I watched the
Yeah.
first
Yo,
like two
bag with
or
the
three
foreign
episodes. I
show,
think I gotta
boy.
start watching
Yo,
that.
yeah. Hey, I'm sorry, but The Dark might be one of the greatest series I've ever watched.
I'm gonna finish
hands
that
down.
up then.
If you're a big fan of like time travel and stuff like that, it's a show. It's a must.
Man, anything
It is
that's freaky, I'm with it.
It's a absolute must.
Sci-fi thrillers, all
And
that.
midway through the first season, once you're midway through it, you'll start understanding what the fuck's going on. It's one of the best shows I've ever watched, man. Best written shows.
Yeah, I need to see
Best
the rest of
written shows ever.
that. I need to finish
Ever.
watching that then.
Ever.
That's how I praise for you, bro. Because you a big Star Wars fan, and I know that y'all got some shit in y'all universe that writing wise is just like whoa.
Yeah.
But
Oh
like,
yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, Dark. The writing on that show is absolutely bonkers, nuts. Never
check
even
it out.
thought of some shit like this. This guy who wrote this is absolutely incredible. One of the best writers ever.
I'm
Period.
gonna finish watching
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
okay, I'm gonna definitely check
don't
it
even
out.
got nothing to do with the acting. It don't, because it's voiceover.
Yeah.
The writing is ridiculous. It's
Yep.
absolutely. I don't know how the fuck he ever thought of some shit. There's some shit that he thought of is some wild
sure.
shit.
For sure.
Like the paradoxes and everything is the absolutely most craziest shit I've ever heard, seen. There's something that pops every episode. You're like, wow, that makes sense from the previous 3 episodes. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
So
Yeah.
really
Okay.
good. And then
dope.
Into the Lake, really good. I think they're gonna do another season. though.
Got you.
But it was I like that one too. That was one where like you know, my girl really got into it. Like that was one she liked to watch.
There you go.
So speaking of which, while we kind of talking about this, what y'all got going on for Valentine's Day? And you ain't got to ruin it and throw all your plans out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it like this, man. For the Valentine's Day, we both gotta work the entire day, so we can't do shit. It's ugly.
I mean, are you gonna do it another day though?
Oh, of course. We gonna wait till payday, and when payday come through, boy, understand. We got it.
You can do so much out there. Y'all haven't done a whole lot of stuff out there. Everything's new.
Wait, I ain't about to take a half of Valentine's Day, nigga. That's shitty. Nah, I need a full Valentine's Day. We in Vegas.
Right.
This is the first one out here. So when we do actually do some shit, it's gonna be up. You feel me? You're gonna have to make sure the view of the Bellagio at least visible. You feel me? With the motherfucking water, the fountain going crazy.
There you go.
Need that.
Damn,
Need that.
Send me some of that cash, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, man, don't worry, man. I got you, bro. It's going to be in a brown envelope, bro. Coming your way. I got you.
Jesus.
Open it slowly, though. Open it slowly, bro. It might bite you, man. You feel me? You don't
Shit,
wanna,
I hope not, man. I don't know what else you got in there, man.
Scorpion.
Good grief.
Yeah.
What you got going on, man?
Man, we keeping it light, man. We got a babysitter, you know, but
it's going down.
You
know, niggas got the baby.
I was gonna say that'll be the we got a babysitter, man. So, you know, my mother-in-law spending some time with the kids. So I mean, wifey bought some salmon, man, some potatoes, some vegetables.
She gonna fuck it up then.
Yeah, so she gonna cook for me, man. It's gonna be real quiet at home, man.
She gonna have to do a unanimous dinner then for us one good time. Or a unanimous brunch or something.
She definitely will.
Yeah,
Just let
man.
me know, man. We'll eat it right here at the
Oh
pancakes.
yeah,
Whatever
I'll
we
do
got
all
them
that.
cinnamon rolls. Yeah, we'll act up, man. But yeah, we gonna keep it real light, man. And sometimes, man, we're having 3 kids. Just quiet time, bro, is excellent.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't want to do too much out with a bunch of people and stuff. With them lifting the curfew,
Same.
I thought this weekend might have got pretty packed.
It's gonna
I've
be
already
nuts.
seen the bars and stuff. So, man, we gonna do a nice little dinner at home, man. Salmon.
When is the snow and stuff supposed to start exactly? Like,
Monday?
Man, they talking about 10 more inches on
Monday, and then through the whole week it's supposed to be like 18 total.
Y'all niggas done turned into New York on my ass, Chicago or something.
Yeah,
Boy, what the hell?
We sending it your way in semi trucks, bro. Man.
Hey, bro, I hope it come over. Hey, when it get here, though, it's going to be water. It ain't going to be the desert no more, nigga. Hey, I'm going to take it.
It's going to be melted in a motherfucker, boy.
But yeah, man, what you got planned?
Pretty much similar to yours. I think, see, the cool thing about some of these restaurants now is they got these little things set up to where you could just order it, get it, pick it up, bring it home. So I think I'm going to do that. Originally, the idea, it was too late by the time I had this idea, but with COVID going on, man, I think I spoke to you about this before, but there's so many, we know a lot of personal chefs, man. A lot of our friends are chefs and stuff. Some people booked the chef and had them come to their crib, and that minimized the problem. And I was like, damn, didn't think of it. It was too late. One of my friends that's a chef, they were already booked. So I was like, it's all good. So, we doing the same thing, staying at the crib. I'm going to pick up something real nice.
Well, say, man, I know Roof Chris has got a good carry out, man. I mean, they got good food, but, it's a little far. But, if you order something from there, come home, eat your steak at the house.
Yeah, you could warm it up on the, put it in the frying pan. And
Hey, bro, ain't nothing better than a good steak and some wine, bro.
Oh, yeah. We got some. I went and got a nice dessert wine that I've had before. Excellent dessert wine from Hungary, actually.
There you go.
It's, what is it called? Royal Taraji. So if y'all ever looking for a really good dessert wine that
Royal Taraji.
Yeah, that your wife.
How you spell Taraji? I just want to know how you spell that so I can look it up.
Just the same way, Tariji.
And T-R-Raji.
Yeah, no, like, so if your wife's into like sweet wines, like sweet tasting wine, that's like, it's almost like, how they tell you shouldn't eat too much of candy because it give you a stomach ache. Yeah. Same way with this wine.
Oh,
this wine is real good.
Okay.
It make your lips pucker or something.
Nice and sweet. Nice. Cool it, and then what I mean.
There you
so
go.
we're gonna drink some of that. We'll watch maybe a couple movies. I'm looking at some movies.
Yeah.
Got some popcorn. Might have a little candlelight dinner at the dinner table, and
that sounds fire.
Oh,
we chilling.
Chill. Yeah, it's gonna be real chill,
especially
man.
with the weather, man. Like like Tokin was just saying, like this weather is about to be off the chain, man.
Hey, real quick, man. Speaking of weather, did y'all see that the pile up on the highway?
Yeah.
That was crazy, man. My cousin lives down there. He drives that street every day.
Can't even hear shit.
the pile up down there in Dallas, on the highway.
I ain't see
They
that.
had
Well,
black
that-
ice. It was over 100 cars.
Yeah,
I think it
few
was
people
5 or
died,
6
man.
fatalities.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, it was crazy. The
Died?
pictures,
Yeah.
It's a toll road where it's
Damn.
80 mile an hour. So there was some black ice, couple trucks slipped up, but
and
cars
the
just
trucks
could
was
not
just
stop,
smashing,
man.
yeah.
People just smashing into each other back to back. Like I said, my
Nah,
cousin drives that street every day. My cousin Jack, and reached out to him. He was like, "Bro, I just went through there, made it to work, and then heard 10 minutes later that there was a big pile up." And I was just like, "Man, look at God, man. That's
Yeah.
crazy."
Hey,
So-
okay, so I have well, we can probably say this for just on the side, but I always had a question about pileups. Like, who pays for this shit?
The insurance company.
I mean,
Hey, Geico
naturally.
paid the fuck out.
But who the one that
Like
gets-
Allstate was watching that shit on TV at the headquarters, like, ooh, ah, oh.
Yeah,
they-
like those niggas just holding that shit like, ooh.
Yeah, but no, I
Like,
mean,
damn.
State
everybody.
probably got to pay something too, especially if it's like black ice or snow. Like how we had snow, a couple of days. You good, bro? Man, you might need to go get tested, man. You
Nah,
good?
man, I just, I was just.
I forgot you had it already, so you straight. But
Oh my
hopefully,
God, bro!
hopefully you don't get
on
that
the
shit
interwebs.
again,
We
man.
already did though. Yes, I had it at one point.
yeah, but
Good now.
I don't know if you remember what happened, how our highway was, man. It was bad. It didn't even look like they cleared it out. And recently when they've been so fucking late putting salt down.
Oh,
I don't know if you heard about the dude, the black dude that stole one of the salt trucks too. He
Yeah, I
took
heard
the
about
police
this.
on like a chase and everything downtown Cincinnati, bro. I shit you not. Like, and I'm like, man, where are all our salt trucks? I see that and I'm like, oh, okay, that's where they at. This motherfucker
I
took
say,
off
this
with
nigga
one.
said, you know what,
They
y'all
in the
don't never
hood.
come to my street. I always gotta just trail through some snow. I almost bust my shit every fucking day. I'm coming to do it my damn
There you
self.
go.
Yeah.
Where these plows at, nigga?
Bruh
Where
flooded the
plows
hood
at? You
with
know he got a
salt,
homie
bruh.
that work
That
there.
is
He flooded the whole
hilarious.
hood
That
with
is
salt, brother.
hilarious.
He
Crazy.
told his man's like, hey, bro, just leave the back open. That's it, bro. That's all I need you to do, bro. Nah, nigga, you're not gonna get in trouble, bro. You're not gonna get in trouble. Just leave the back open, bro. I'm tired of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. They'll never come get the snow off my damn property. I'm going to get this shit my damn self.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Oh,
Like,
man, with the work.
and then one of the days, I think we only had like 15 salt trucks. We were supposed to have at least 45. So I hope that shit don't
That's the long
happen
way off.
on Monday, or ain't nobody going to work. We had the first time in a long time, snow emergencies. We got up to level 2,
Bro,
Hamilton
why
County.
Why don't the cities have like have a set amount of like trucks always there ready to go for the next year? Like, even if the snow went bad in the past year, bro, you're still Cincinnati. I get like a Texas. They don't get this shit every year. You feel me?
Right.
But Cincinnati, you should know that it's always a chance that the weather's so fucked up that we need to be ready with at least 45 of them things to come through and keep the city pushing. You know what
Man,
I'm saying? This wasn't a problem a few years ago. You feel me?
but it's
Them-
because
them
we
roads
haven't had
clear.
snow in so damn long, man.
everybody
Like
was asleep.
this
Niggas
type
got
of snow, like I don't know. Maybe they was just chilling. Like,
Yeah, they
Well, the
was
first
chilling.
couple times they said that we was having snow, we didn't get much,
Mm-hmm.
and then they was like, yeah, maybe 2 inches, got 12. Like, what the
yeah, I was
hell?
like, damn,
shit, that's
yeah.
a big 2.
I seen them snowflakes. I was like, jeez, like
Yeah,
this
I was
is
out in it, man. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, man. So wild times. Hopefully everybody's safe during this upcoming week.
Yeah.
Robbie, man, enjoy your Valentine's Day whenever that day is.
Yes, in July.
Yeah, we always
Enjoy that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, whenever that is. Enjoy your weather out there, man.
right. Hey,
Like
go
I-
get my mixtape, man.
Yeah. What are you talking about with this mixtape, man? What the hell is going on, man?
All right, bro. I don't rap for real, but there is this new app out there called Rap Chat where niggas just be making. It's an all-in-one studio. It's like a SoundCloud rapper's paradise. You literally could just get on beats and just start spitting. So
Damn, you
my
bored.
ass,
So
my
you went
ass,
on
you know what I'm
mixtape.
saying? I've been around y'all niggas for years, man. So I decided to just let off a bit of steam this week. You feel me?
He's
And I'm
dissing
recording like
everybody.
14 songs.
God damn,
bro. You put out a whole goddamn
Yeah,
double disc.
starting on Monday, recorded 14. You know what I'm saying? Ended the week with 14, nigga. If you want to check it out, man, just hit me up for the link. It's just me fucking around for real. I don't rap. But if
Oh,
the Rap
man.
Chat, because the app is new, it's based in Columbus. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So out here don't nobody know about it. But like, if a nigga pop off of this, nigga, shit, I'm taking it. Tell Rap Chat,
Wow,
Yeah, put some stock in Rap Chat.
That's dope.
baby. Yeah, nigga, I'm gonna put some stock in Rap Chat.
Drop
I'm just fucking around,
14
but the shit's
tracks.
alright if you ask me.
There you go.
Hell no, man. That's crazy, man. Well, tell the missus I said hello. I might have to tie my dogs up to a sled and send your shit out there here in a day or two. So just be looking out for that package. You'll get a what do they call it? You'll get a tracking number. We'll FedEx that baby.
I'm looking for that motherfucker.
We might 2-day ship that motherfucker. Boy.
They like to steal your packages out this motherfucker, transient cities and shit.
Jesus Christ, man.
Nah, I'm in a good neighborhood though, for real though. It's not bad for it.
Well, that's good, man. That's good. But all right, fellas, I think that's all we got for today, man. Good having y'all here for this episode. Really solid episode, man. So once again, thanks for, listening and watching to episode 39 of the Table Talk Podcast, man. It's your boy, Ann Walk.
Happy Valentine's, your boy, Marcus.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, y'all celebrate it, live it up, man. It's your boy, Tokin.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Y'all be good, man. I'll see y'all next week.
Power bag.
I say my presence is hectic, my flow is absurd. I'm like a spiritual healer, they get possessed by the word. Bullets hit your soul like we Centauri is a shooter. Black on black medallion.